Hello class, this is Mr. Sutton. I would like to start this video off by apologizing. Sorry I could not be there for your first day of school. Hopefully this video makes up for that, and I'm very much looking forward to meeting you all. The first thing that you need to do is you should have picked up or received a 1.1 packet. Get started on the bell work, which is the front page of that. Go up to the stop sign. I think that's just the front page. So make sure you're working on that. You can walk or you can work with the other people at your table. Just make sure you're talking softly. Make sure you're not talking to people at the other tables. Make sure you keep your voice down so that people can work and think and process these things, because it is a small room. So work on those, pause this video, and when you are finished, go back to the video and I will go over those things. So go ahead and pause the video and work on the bell work now. Okay, welcome back. So now we're going to start going over some of these things. And you might think this is kind of weird, maybe kind of different from your normal math class, and that is true. Geometry is pretty different from math you've done previously. In this first unit, we're going to spend a lot of time giving you the building blocks for the logic that we're going to use in geometry. So be patient with this, and it will be very beneficial later on. So I'm just going to talk through these things. So how would you define a shoe? Covering for your foot, something along those lines. A lot of these, your answers might vary. So some examples of shoes: high heel, tennis shoe, Barbie shoe, flip-flop, sneaker, a lot of things you can put there, basketball shoe, any kind of athletic shoe. Things that are not a shoe are socks and slippers. So that's kind of interesting because a sock is a covering for your foot also, right? But we know it's not a shoe. So given your choices above, revise your definition from question 1 so that there is no room for debate about what counts and what doesn't count as a shoe, right? Because a sock fits in with this definition that we came up with, but we know socks aren't shoes. So let's say it's a protective covering for feet that includes a sole and is worn outdoors. So that should maybe hopefully clarify some things. So dictionary.com defines the word shoe as an external covering for the human foot, usually of leather and consisting of more or less stiff or heavy sole and a lighter upper part ending a short distance above, at, or below the ankle. Do you agree with this definition? Why or why not? We're going to say no, not really, because it's not very clear about what makes what a more or less stiff sole is, and if the Barbie shoe counts, then human shouldn't be included, right? Because we know that dolls can have shoes, right? It's not just humans that have shoes. You might even have some kind of shoe for your pet or something along those lines. So I think shoes don't have to be exclusive to humans. So let's go on to the next part. Let's go on to the quick notes here. So good definitions are based off examples and non-examples, right? So we included some examples of shoes and some non-examples of shoes that might kind of mess with our definition there. So we want to think about those things when we're coming up with definitions. So we want to classify what category / group is it in, and we want to differentiate. How is it different from other things in the category or in similar categories, right? So that's kind of what we're doing here for this lesson. So next, I would like for you to work on the check your understanding part at the bottom. And again, I would like for you to work on this on your own or with your group mates, and then pause the video while you're working on it. And then when you're finished, come back to the video and check your answers. So go ahead and pause the video now. All right, so welcome back. Hopefully you're able to come up with answers for most of those. So let's go through these here. So use the two-part structure for writing definitions to define the word fish. So we have here, a fish is an animal that lives in water and breathes through gills. Look through the examples and counterexamples to define the term obtuse angle. So here we have obtuse angles. Here we have not obtuse angles. So this obtuse angle must be an angle that's bigger than 90. If we look here, we have 90-degree angle, 89, 38. None of those are obtuse, but 91, 129, 101, these are all obtuse. So difference is that 91, right? So once we go past 90, it is obtuse. Look at the examples and non-examples to define the term polygon. So these are all polygons over here. These are not polygons over here. So some things we might want to notice, the not polygons, we have intersecting lines, we have curved lines, we have open spaces, right? So polygon then must be closed. These are all closed, right? And must have straight lines. These all have straight lines. So a shape made up of straight line segments that connect and don't cross each other. Why is the following definition for school bad? School is a place where children and adolescents go every day. It doesn't differentiate school from other daily places kids go. Not specific enough. It's true, but not complete. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's true because you don't go to school every day, right? You only go on weekdays and you don't go during the summer. So this is a pretty incomplete definition of school. So that is what we have for you in terms of notes. So your assignment now is the IP that should be attached to that same packet. That's what I would like for you to work on for the remainder of class. Make sure you're working on that. That will be due on Monday. And again, unfortunately, I will not be there on Monday, so you will not see me for the first time until Wednesday. And again, I'm very excited to meet you all, but unfortunately, it will not be until Wednesday. So Monday, I will have another video for you, hopefully. But make sure you complete this assignment before class on Monday, and then I will see you Wednesday. Have a good day.